Hey, Hilda here. I am with the wonderful Tania Teschke from the Bordeaux Kitchen. She is an author, a photographer, and a maker of amazing food. And so today, she's going to show us how to make liver and onions. And wait, before you put pause on the video, bear with me because you guys, this is a very nutrient-dense food that we've kind of put aside because we're like, oh, organ meats, they make me kind of squeamish. You've got to give it a try. This is the most tender cut of meat and so nourishing. I love the whole tutorial and then the end result. So check it out and let me know what you think. Welcome, Tania. What are we going to be cooking today?
Well, today, Hilda, we're going to be cooking liver and onions.
Yes! Yay! But what do most people do when they hear they're having liver for dinner? But it's actually a good thing for so many reasons, right?
Yes, there are many minerals and vitamins. It's really the most nutrient-dense food you can eat.
Yes, a lot of people call like kale a superfood, but liver is the original superfood, right?
Absolutely.
Super. Traditional cultures ate liver. They ate the organ meats before the muscle meat, right?
Yeah, that's right. They would choose that first, and again, it's just got the most density of even mitochondria, and well, this is veal liver, which we're going to have today. Yeah, you couldn't pick a more nutrient-dense food, I don't think.
But why do you think liver has fallen into disfavor?
Well, I think that maybe we've gotten out of the habit of really eating the entire animal, and the economics are such that it's too easy to buy a steak. And yes, liver has a strong flavor, so we just have to add a little something to it to make it taste, match our taste buds, which kind of have been corrupted by a lot of processed foods, which people didn't used to have, and they love the flavors, the robust flavors. So now we're just, we're just trying to bring back those traditions.
We're making liver great again. I'm just being silly. But okay, so let's get going. What are we going to do first?
Okay, well, let's see. You can choose really any fat that you would like. What we have here is we've got some tallow. We've got ghee. We've got coconut oil, and you can also use butter, butter and olive oil. I don't have those out right now. I do have lard. So what I usually do is, because I like the taste of coconut oil, I use coconut oil. But I wanted you to choose what you wanted of the ones I have 4. So I've got coconut oil, I've got the lard, I've got tallow.
Hold on. No, I like all these things too. I kind of like butter and olive oil the most.
Okay, well, we have to go get that then.
No, all right. No, I'll stick with something you have here. Let's go with tallow.
Okay, well, that's a good choice because tallow is from the cow anyway.
Yes.
It's the rendered fat from the cow.
So it goes together.
That's right.
Okay.
It goes together. So okay, well, we'll just put, I would say, about a tablespoon. We have a few pieces of liver here.
As that's happening, let me just tell you quickly. I was talking with a friend in the park today, and he said, I don't eat liver because I can't find liver. He said they don't sell it in the grocery store.
Yeah, it is hard. I've seen it in Whole Foods. This liver is actually from Joel Salatin's farm, Polyface Farms. If you have a butcher nearby, of course they will order it for you, butcher shop. You can also order it online, which I know people would like to remain local, but there are some purveyors.
Oh yeah, sure there are. There are lots. And the Weston Price Foundation has a shopping guide that talks about who delivers fresh meats, including, I'm sure, liver.
Yeah.
So people can reference that as well.
That's a good idea, yeah. Well, here are some things you can do while you're waiting. You can season your so if you'd like to, you can sprinkle. What I have is, we've got some coarse salt, and you can sprinkle some of that on there. You can also sprinkle fine salt. Whatever you happen to have. I happen to have
Is that too much or is that good?
No, that's fine. A few sprinkles, and then when we put it in the pan, I'll show you, and we'll put on some more salt. A little pepper. That's great. Okay. I prefer the taste of shallots. So you can use onion, or you can use, excuse me for reaching, a shallot. So, and a shallot usually comes in 2 pieces, and they're smaller than onions. They also have a sweeter flavor. So I really love the flavor of shallots, and the French use them in their cooking quite a bit. So I kind of got used to using shallots. So what I did today was chopped a shallot about this size, and so we're going to add that to our mix. So it'll be liver and shallots. If you don't have shallots, you use an onion. You can use red onion, white onion. The white onion tends to be quite strong.
Oh, okay.
And yellow onion, which is what this one is, and organic if possible. Of course, we want to support organic agricultural practices as well as regenerative. So that would be poly-based farms. So we're going to put these in salt side down. There we go. Okay, and then if you'd like to, you can add a little salt again. Little sprinkle some salt, a little pepper.
I love salt. I just did a podcast with Sally about the importance of salt, especially natural, not overly processed, naturally mineralized salt.
Yeah, for sure. It's important. And this salt happens to come from France. I'm a big fan of their sea salt. Mined the way they did, or harvested the way they did in the village.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. So now what you can do is, while it's cooking, we can put our shallots kind of in the in-between there.
Why wouldn't you put it on top?
Well, so it cooks.
The basics, right?
So you could also cook your veal liver first, and then put the shallots in, because they don't actually need to be really, really cooked through. You can eat them raw.
I wonder when liver and onions became a thing. I mean, I'm sure our ancestors just ate the liver, but when did people realize that it was a nice pairing?
Well, onion kind of goes with anything.
That's true.
And garlic too.
Yes.
But I think with liver, you can go without the garlic. You can just do the onion. There's enough flavor there already.
Yeah.
Garlic tends to, bring out more flavor, but you don't need that with liver. It's already so robust.
Absolutely. I've heard, as we were saying earlier, liver is a powerhouse, right? It also has nutrients that aren't found in other cuts of meat. Is that right?
Yes. It has got everything from A to zinc. I mean everything.
A to Z, basically.
It's basically A to Z. So you will not be vitamin deficient. This is your multivitamin right here. Okay. Okay, so we're going to remove these and turn down the heat.
It smells so good.
It's good.
And you know what's occurring to me right now, Tania, is that some people act repulsed by liver, not because they've ever had it, but it's the idea of organ meats that turns them off. Like you said, our palates have gotten unaccustomed to what nourishes best. And our thoughts are also just kind of like, oh, that can't be good. That's some organ meat that filters out toxins, so maybe it's got toxins,
Yeah, there's a great degree of disgust that goes with especially organ meats. But even now it's just meat. People are afraid to eat it. They don't want to kill the animal, which I understand that. But you can't step out of that cycle. And stepping into that cycle, eating all of the organs is the best way to respect the animal. I'm going to just put in some balsamic vinegar here. So, a spoonful. And you'll need a spoonful. Would you like to put in a spoonful of honey just to sweeten the deal? Why not? And actually, something else I need to quickly do while we're doing that is A little bit of orange rind. This is a clementine.
And will this be like a little topping?
It's a little sauce. Yeah, a little topping. Like I said, just to sweeten the deal. And usually I'll just eat. I'll eat veal liver without these extras. Even sometimes without onion. I get lazy. But with the coconut oil, because I like that flavor. And then I accompany it with some sweet potato.
I was wondering why the sweet potato was here.
That's why the sweet potato is here. And actually, I've already pre-baked, a sweet potato, so that when we're eating, we can. Okay, would you like to juice slice it in half?
Okay.
There.
Like this?
Yeah. And now these guys are getting kind of overcooked.
Oh, this knife is the sharpest. That was so easy. I was like ready to put some muscle into it. And then do I just go like this?
And then we'll just add that, and our sauce is ready, and we can eat.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who knew it was this easy? Seriously.
Yeah. And we're doing, taking some extra steps, which isn't necessary, but makes it interesting.
Sure. Okay. So do I just pour it? Or
pour it in.
Do?
Yeah.
Like
pour
this?
it in. Hold on to the yellow guy.
Okay.
There you go. And now you can do the whole thing or just part of it. But since it's starting to burn, we'll put it into a little dish. And so while you're making your sauce, you just turn down the pan so it doesn't get too caramelized.
So what do the French say?
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. My father, who is a linguist, says people often say bon appetit, but it's actually bon appetit, right? You don't pronounce the T at the end.
That's true.
Just a little extra trivia there. So might add a little salt, right?
Yeah, let's add a little salt. We've probably got enough onions at this point, but you can add as much as you like. And the parsley on top is actually from our garden.
Oh, amazing. Well, bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
Very good. So tender.
And it's delicious with the balsamic vinegar and the orange and the honey. Wow.
I'm feeling energized already. Well, thank you, Tania. Thank you for this little lesson, and you've shown us how simple and nourishing cooking real food can be.
Thank you, Hilda. It's a great chance to show everyone that.
Appreciate it. Thanks for watching, you guys. Click on the subscribe button and on the notification bell so you don't miss a thing, and comment below and let me know what other tutorials you'd like to see. I thought this was amazing, and if you make this dish too, let me know in the comments below. See you soon. Hasta pronto.